What's up, guys? It's Rick, Bike Lane Propaganda, soon to be Bike Lane Point of View, or Bike Lane POV, whatever you want to call it. Again, here I am, still outside riding bike. I'm really just doing laps around the neighborhood, so can't give myself too much credit. Don't give me too much credit, guys. I'm not doing much exercise, but it's exercise nevertheless. Exercise that I haven't done in forever. So yeah, riding bike around the neighborhood is much more than I've done in over a year. So, better than nothing. So again, here I am on May 7th, Friday, May 7th, 2021. Today is my 50th birthday. So not only is it a glorious day out, but it's my 50th birthday. And that said, a big shout out to Kent. It's his birthday as well. Not his 50th. Not his 50th. If I had to guesstimate, if I had to guesstimate, I'd say mid-50s, you know. But then again, you can't tell. You know, you can't tell with Kent because he's a fit dude. He's a fit dude, you know. He appreciates his body, his physicality. He keeps himself in shape. You know, he's a he's a fit dude. Definitely more fit than me. And I'm just 50. But yeah, so that, as stupid as it may sound, so Kent is my beloved Dana's husband. Dana is a dear old friend that I worked with for many years, almost 20 years, since I think she joined my former employer in 2000, if I'm not mistaken. I was there since 99, so I've known her for 21 years now approximately, but we worked together for about 19. She's a dear friend. I see her as a sister. I see her as my big, beautiful sister. And he's always the man who's been at her side. He's always the man she loved and hated through the years. She's always the man she spoke of in ill regard, in high regard, whatever. He's always been the man, you know? So to me, to finally get to meet the guy yesterday, the day prior to our respective birthdays, was a big deal. You know, he's figuratively like my brother-in-law, and she's like my sister. So it was a big deal for me, you know. For me, it was meeting the man, the myth, the legend. For me, it's like meeting the greats, you know, meeting the Jordans, the Johnsons, the Larry Birds, you know, the Akeem Elijah ones. For me, it was like, you know, everything coming full circle. So it was cool. It was cool. And you know what? It couldn't have been better. He's an upstanding dude, you know. I appreciate and respect the legacy that Dana had built for him through her conversations through the years, and you know what? And he lived up to it. He's obviously a serious man, a man to be respected, and that more importantly that commands respect. You know, it's not one of these wusses that doesn't command respect. He commands respect. You know, you can tell that in his stature. You can tell that in his speak, you know, in his delivery, you know, and it's perfect. Dana and he, you know, they're the perfect balance, they're the perfect yin and yang, and I get it. I get why they've been together for so long. They're, you know, you see right away how they complement each other perfectly. With that said, again, it was cool. It sounds corny and dumb, especially for a grown man myself, a 50-year-old man. No, but again, Dana's my big sister. I love her to death. So to finally meet my brother-in-law, per se, it was cool. It was cool. It was a cool special edition that I wasn't expecting for my 50th birthday. It really did make my 50th birthday that much more special. He's a cool dude. Shout out to Kent. Happy birthday, Kent. And you know, we'll keep in touch. We'll see. Now that I met the great one, you know, now everything's cool. You know, now Martha and I, you know of Dana and Kent. Martha being the love of my life now. The woman that I was always supposed to have met, the woman I was always supposed to have been in my life with. Now we have that. We have come full circle. You know, now, you know, in the future, and yeah, you know what? It doesn't have to be like we're going to freaking hang every goddamn weekend. No, absolutely not. I respect people's lives and their privacy and their right to privacy. But yeah. At least not every once in a blue moon, every few years. Who knows? Because life happens, right? Life happens, and it moves quickly. But let's see. But yeah, again, I'd be ecstatic to go hang with them, go have dinner with them, what have you. Again, we come from different worlds, right? Well, we're both human. We both have things we could always relate to. We both have kids. We're both living and breathing. We both hurt. We both feel joy. And by I say both, I mean both couples. We both go through our trials and tribulations. So yeah. But again, thank you. Thank you, Kent. Thank you, Dana. And Martha for making my 50th birthday special. I was fortunate enough to spend my 49th birthday with Martha last year as well. But at least this year, it's a year where we have already been living together. It's a year where we've already started to build our lives together, more formally than before, where we were just seeing each other when we could. So it's a good way to start my 50th year. Is this year, the rest of it until my 51st birthday, 51st year, going to be a challenge? Of course. I still have to go through my divorce, my official divorce, the official paperwork. That's not going to be fun. My wife is seeking spousal support. Who knows how that's going to work out. I still have to try to file for my citizenship for finally, once and for all, at 50 years of age, become an American citizen. I've served this country in the U.S. Army and in the U.S. Navy, proudly. I've been here since I was 2 years old. Damn, I almost wiped out. Did you see that? And the back wheel hit a little twig and it almost wiped out. Almost tail finned on me. Anyway, I've been in this country since I was 2.5 years old, so I only know the English language for the most part. I know my American history, what was taught to me. I did all my schooling here. And again, I served in 2 branches of the armed forces. You'd think I get a free pass for my citizenship, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, year 50 for Rick it's gonna be an interesting year. Let's see what it brings. Let's see what it all entails when it's all said and done. But again, it started off in a great way. Man, the myth, the legend, Kent. And he got a bike. He bought a bike off of me. One of my little steeds, the yellow one that I've showed you guys, the yellow Specialized, the M4, the Stumpjumper Series bike. Beautiful vintage yellow. You saw it. I thought I set it up really nicely. It was aesthetically pleasing, and he bought it. Is it a tad small for him? A tad, yeah. He's a tall dude. I believe he has his upper torso is probably longer than his legs. His inseam is probably normal for someone about his height. But hey, listen. He rode off on that bike, and he rode off on it like he manhandled that bitch. Which is the way you're supposed to ride a bike. You see those tall, skinny, clanky European bastards on the Tour de France? They get on those bikes and they fucking haul ass because they got that dominant stance over those bikes. They command it. So it was perfect. He may think it's a tad small. The geometry of it all may be a tad small. He may need a slightly bigger bike, like an 18 or 19. But when I saw him ride off and haul ass on it, I was like, nope. That bike fits him well. Just the way he rode off, like a bat out of hell. That in itself solidified to me that that's a perfect fit for him because he could command the hell out of that bike and ride the hell out of it and dominate the hell out of it. So that was cool. Me, I'm small. So my bike's always slightly big for me. And I can never get that dominant stance over it, that dominant position over them for the most part. So I appreciate when I have a small bike that I can haul ass on and dominate. Plus, you always want to have a little bit of clearance, so in case there's ever an emergency stop that's required or anything like that, you have to have good clearance over that top tube on the bike. And he definitely has some clearance on that bike. So yeah, it was for me. It was perfect for him. He got on that thing and he was like, damn. He showed that bike who was boss right from the get-go. So Kent, enjoy the bike, enjoy cycling. It's a great thing. It affords you a lot of freedoms. It gives you the opportunity to go out and get some fresh air without having to spend money on gas or, put wear and tear on your car. It gets you, using your legs, gets you to work your calves, you know, your quads, all that. Just be careful you don't hyperextend anything. And when Dana, when Dana gives you crap, you know, when you're on the weekend and Dana just riding you like Seabiscuit, and you just want to get her out of your hair, or your shaved head for that matter, then yeah, you just step out, get out on that bike and just ride her hard, you know. You get to relax, you get that mental balance, you get to reset. Then while you're out there riding and looking at all that beautiful scenery, you start to reminisce about the beautiful things that Dana represents, what your relationship with her represents. You start to appreciate her through what you're seeing in that ride, through nature. So cycling is very therapeutic, man. Enjoy it. And I'm glad to have been able to help Kent get back to riding. It's a beautiful thing. But anyway, I'm just about heading home now. And this is going to be the last video that I do today. So I'm going to go pick up Martha now a little bit. And I'm going to spend the rest of my birthday with her. So it started special yesterday with Kent and Dana, and it's going to end special with Martha and Miriam, her friend, our friend. All right, guys, you guys stay well, ride safely, wear a mask where warranted, stay safe, guys. All right, let me get off the bike. Alrighty, this is Rick from Bike Lane Propaganda, soon to be Bike Lane Point of View, POV. Stay safe, y'all.